I'm running north of the city because it's a little bit easier. There we go. What we got? What we got? Okay, 3 is ass. 6 speed is pretty good. HP is 5, that's pretty average. Wow! 23 magic points. Ooh, boy, yeah. But no new spell, though. But that 23 magic points, though? That ain't that bad. Yo, balls deep, the 23? On some Taylor Swift type shit? So, I kind of want to go back and... it's whatever, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Alright, so... I gotta make it across town with some very hard enemies trying to jump my ass, including green dragons. If I fight a dragon, I'm gonna fucking fight him, guys. You can quote me on that. I gotta run from no dragons. I go from the south. Run from this guy, though. Fuck that. A lot of meteors, balls deep. Ow. 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 Alright, what's our plan here, guys? We gotta sleep this dude, right? We should try to sleep him at least. That's how we beat the dragon. I don't have heal more yet, unfortunately. Hurt does nothing. All I can do is sleep him and hope for the best. Oh, you fucker. Oh, no. Didn't hurt that bad, honestly. You sleep me, I sleep you, dog. Come on. Ah, shit. But it does not hit me that hard, honestly. Oh, what happened to my herb? What? What just happened? Did I fuck something up? I wasn't watching, I guess. Herb. Okay. Oh, I'm definitely dead. Shit. Must have got a really bad roll on the herb. Unless I missed it and to get something else. So, sleep is not the truth, but he's not that hard. If I come in with full herbs, I can beat him, which is by hitting him with my fucking weapon right in the face. And if not, I'm like 1 level away. I thought it was gonna be really harder than that. He was only hitting me for like, 25. I have all this mana, nothing to use it on, you know what I mean? Like, I can't heal in combat. I only heal for like 20 at most. I don't think I'm fully healed. I need to just go and buy some herbs. Yeah, having more MP lets me grind for longer, which is sick. It's actually not that terrible of a thing. And yet, I don't second heal against this boss. Unless I can get a spell that actually costs a lot. I have no spells that cost that much. All my spells are butt cheeks. They're all for babies. They're baby spells, really. So yeah, so I really was banking on that sleep to work, and it did not. Now, if I gained 1 more level, sleep might work. But it seems I can't rely on that. I think I'm better off just hitting him and then trying to heal with herbs. I think I can... Well, I don't know. Right? I can heal more with an herb than he does per hit. But if he sleeps me, he can do more in, 2 hits than I can with an herb. But I think it's doable. If we try it enough times, it's doable. It's kind of a long walk, unfortunately, but it's not that long of a walk, I guess. He goes up, Connor. He says, "Hey, David. Hey, Connor. Something's on your mind, dog?" Max Payne 3. Huh? That's never going to happen, dude. Unfortunately. I said in the past that I want to make time to play every game one day. And that is true. Except for the Max Payne series. As to one series I'm not going to play. I just have no interest in that series. It's Max Payne, says Dix. Yeah, it looks like it could be pretty cool, I guess. But I'm not really into shooters in general. Like, for me, shooters are a hard sell. It's a very legendary third-person shooter franchise. But I think I'd much rather play a game like Resident Evil, where, you know, it's a third-person shooter with more of like a survival element, not so much action. You never played the first two, Connor? Oh. Still have Repel up. That shoot dicks, like third-person shooters? Max Payne is ass, huh? Might as well heal here, honestly. I have all this mana, I'm not gonna have no use for it. Okay, just hit him hard. Hit him hard. That's fine. How much you doing, dog? 19? That's great. Do not use magic. As long as he keeps hitting with normal attacks, I'm fine. Okay. I gotta get more per herb. Maybe they have like a cap? Maybe they have a cap when you're in combat? Because sometimes they heal way more than 20, but I've had really bad rolls with the herbs in combat. Yeah, you love Rockstar. I really hate Rockstar content. I'm really not a big Rockstar fan. Yeah, I can get my next level up, you know, it'd be a little bit grinding, but it wouldn't be that bad. So, I'm feeling less confident now. The more I fight this guy, the more, you know, less confident I feel. Even if he never rolled sleep on me, I don't think I could kill him before he can kill me with his attacks, right? And I have, unless I got a crit, and I have no way. Yeah, my options are very limited right now, tactically. Right, I have no good magic. I have no good magic. Like all I can do is attack. It's kind of lame, right? All I have is, well, I could try stop spell, but yeah, I doubt that's gonna work. I wonder if stop spell has a higher success rate than sleep does. If I used a stop spell on him and it worked. Let's say it doesn't wear off either. Let's say it lasts for the whole fight. That could be really clutch. You guys want to try that? Because again, the herbs, I can heal more than he can do, kind of-ish, for the most part. So if with 6 herbs, I might be able... I don't know, man. I think it's not the truth. I think my best bet is just to lay into him and get good rolls. Right? If he never sleeps me... If he never sleeps me, and I get good rolls in my attacks, I could probably beat him. Yeah, I have to give a whole turn for stop spell. Yeah, that's true. And again, I'm getting really bad luck with these herbs. If I get like a 40 heal, I've gotten like 60 heals before with an herb. I don't know why my rolls are so ass in combat. It could just be that in combat they suck, and out of combat they're good. I need to heal more, and I suspect I would get that in my next level up. I think that basically the game seems tuned so far. And maybe I'm off base with this, but it seems like it's tuned in such a way that every level up is like predetermined your stats, what you get. It's not really that randomized. And what's more is that when you cross certain thresholds of power, then enemies become way more manageable, right? It's not like a linear like improvement. It's almost like when you cross certain thresholds, the enemy's just ass now. You can beat them for free. I'm like one level from killing this guy, I feel like. If I get leveled up, I could get heal more probably, and I have just enough stats to fuck with this dude. Yeah, it's gonna cost me a turn to use stop spell. I think that, you know, I guess I'm gonna try a run here where, you know, sleep notwithstanding, I'm going to just try to hit him hard. Hit him hard and fast and get good rolls. Just put my my faith in the heart of the cards, basically. If I get good rolls, I'd probably kill him before he can kill me. It's gotta be 20 and above. 18, 19 ain't cutting it. Give me more than 20. There we go. Okay, that's not good. Okay, well, I'm basically dead here. Okay, now I might be able to kill him in one shot. I also have herbs. Okay, if I get lucky, we'll have 2 options, right? One is I hit him and he dies. The other is that I can heal and he won't sleep me again. But even if he doesn't sleep me again, I might get some really bad rolls in these herbs. I gotta hit fight. And get, you know, more than 20 damage. Here we go. Oh my god! Easy game. Ichichi gone, dude. St. Egg drop. Let's fucking go, dude. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Connor. Yo, balls deep. That was fucking free. Okay, so let's heal myself up now. Heal, heal, heal. I need heal more so bad. Search. Got the Erdrick's armor, nice. So I had 78 defense before, right? And now I've got 85, okay. Not too shabby. Little jump there. So, now I've got basically two things I'm looking at. Oh, I'm taking damage on fucking poison anymore? Oh my god. Got two things I'm looking at right now. One is, crossing that rainbow bridge. The rainbow connection. And the other is, talking to the guys in town that wanted proof that I'm Erdrick's descendant. Maybe with armor, it's proof. All I can think of. Yeah, exactly. I probably gained maybe a couple Brian by leveling up. I think I do gain usually like 2 or so. Not a substantial amount, though. So the armor is not a huge improvement. But I don't take any damage from walking on poison tiles anymore, which is sick. I wonder if I gain health by walking like I did with the magic armor. 67. 68. So I still gain the, you know, the HP from the magic armor. You guys know the Vencabot theory of thresholds, right? The Vencabot Dragon Quest theory of thresholds. And if my theory is true, then that means that by leveling up once and getting this new armor and this shield, these Wraith Knights and Demons are probably going to be free now. Before, they were a huge pain in my ass. But now they're probably going to be free. So I could grind here very easily to get one more level up, probably. This is like my new grinding spot, you know what I mean? Like, this is like the new official grinding spot. Basically, let's presume that I have to cross the rainbow bridge now, right? It's like, all I can do now is cross the rainbow bridge. That being the case, I need to grind a lot. I need like 2 or 3 more level ups before I can do that. I have to fight Star Wyverns and shit over there. Those motherfuckers are badass. What I really need now is Erdrick's sword. We haven't even heard a single rumor yet in the game about an Erdrick's shield. We would presume there's probably an Erdrick's shield too, right? I only have 3 kinds of armor in this game. You know, weapon, shield, and body armor. How much damage you doing, dog? 9 damage, dog? It's like I said, they're basically free now. If I level up again, it'd be even more free. It seems as though this level up cost like 3,000, right? So it's about the same as it was before. Which is kind of weird, too. They usually go up quite a bit in cost. So 3,000 is basically like 100 fights. Which is, you know, a lot, obviously. But I think that in general, this game is just really grindy. I think that this game being, you know, arguably the first JRPG... oh, look at the fucking damage, yeah. The Thresholds theory is definitely coming through here. In fact, it's almost like it's more than just Threshold theory. Maybe the Erdrick's armor, like, halves damage you take or something like that. Because I can't do shit. I mean, he's killing me because I'm whiffing like 1,000 times. Oh, is that true, Brian? Like 500 points. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Blap. Yeah, I think this being, you know, one of the earliest JRPGs, you know, the fact it's kind of grindy is, you know, probably fair. It's a very novel idea, right? I remember being a little kid and playing my first JRPG and being like, yo, I can just fucking grind. I can just literally repeat the same task 100 times. And in doing, I'm getting stronger. It's a very fun concept. Nowadays, it's a less. Now that we've all played like 10,000 RPGs in our lives, and every game we play is an RPG, including like fucking Call of Duty and shit, in terms of like EXP and leveling up and shit. I think that's a less novel idea. Like grinding is not as much. It's not as interesting anymore as it was back in the day. But I gotta say, I gotta come clean and say that this is really pissing me off. Like this sitting around doing nothing and repeating the same thing over and over while I get stronger very slowly. To have this, like, it really is. This game was at its best for me when I was exploring the world, talking to NPCs in town, and getting hints on all kinds of cool mysteries. That's like my favorite feeling in this game, right? The feeling of like there's 3 mysteries I could solve, and I'm kind of figuring out piece by piece where to go. I felt like, I could choose where I was going to go, right? And I'm realizing 3-bench, what 3-bench? Oh, really? First board game in months? Nice, dude. How'd it go? Probably went well. But yeah, I realized this during my playthrough of Resident Evil, right? Resident Evil 1. It struck me that, it kind of changed my perspective on quote-unquote open-world games, or quote-unquote non-linear games, right? Resident Evil is this thing, right, where you have to do a certain thing to progress. In order to progress, you must have a red orb, a blue orb, and a green orb to progress, right? So really, it's linear, obviously. You only have one thing you can do, which is get all 3 orbs to advance. You can't do anything else. There's no side. You can't fucking stealth your way through. You can't, choose how you want to level up your character to do this or that. No, it's just one way you have to do it. But because I can get red or green or blue in any order, and because each of them has their own little side quests going on to obtain them, I felt as a player as though I could follow my own heart, my own interests, and decide what I want to do and when. And because I felt like I could do any of these 3 tasks at any time, it was very liberating for me as a player, I felt. And so it struck me this game was at its best when it was the same way for me. This game was at its best when I had 3 quests to do, and I could have done any of them. It's true that, maybe there was a suggested order because of, like, enemy level, but because, I'm playing a little bit more smart, I'm leveling up a little bit more by grinding, I really can kind of do it kind of out of order. That was, for me, what was at its best. But lately, in our past 2 streams, I felt like there's only been one thing I could do, really, and that one thing that I needed to do required a lot of grinding. So for the first time, I felt like grinding was like, it was a gatekeeper. It was gatekeeping me, right? I couldn't really do anything without grinding. And that's a really shitty feeling. Like, not only does the game become more linear that way, but also the thing that I have to do to advance is not even fun to do. That's kind of a drag. Got through Letter Jam, El Grande, and Cursed Court. I hadn't played Letter Jam before. Very good stuff. I think it'll come out next time I have family around. Sick, dude. Glad you enjoyed it, man. I've only been jonesing for a board game night. I'm glad you finally got that going. Yeah, I think that, so playing Resident Evil made me realize that I don't need a game to have, like, 10,000 endings to be non-linear. I don't need a game to, like, not bottleneck me. Because RE would bottleneck you as well, right? You can't do everything out of order. You have to do certain things to advance, obviously. But if you just give me 2 or 3 things I can do at any given time, I will enjoy your game 10 times as much. Right? If you just say, hey, you gotta go to the castle, and I try to go somewhere else, and you're like, no, go to the castle. That pisses me off in any game. But if you say, you can go to the castle, or go here, then I love doing all 3 of those things. Even if I have to do all 3 to advance. Well, just let me do my own thing. Just give me a little bit of space, I guess, is my feeling, right? Like, my interpretation of what constitutes as, like, linearity has sort of changed lately. Like, a game doesn't have to be very non-linear for me to appreciate its non-linearity. It can be very linear, as long as, again, it gives me a little bit more room to make my own decisions, like what I want to do. Yeah, this grinding is really easy here now, and the XP is insanely good. So is the money. I love it. I think that with one more level up, I could probably tangle with the fucking, the Star Wyverns and the Green Dragons and shit, you would think, right? At this rate. I mean, that one level up and get this new armor really made me so much stronger. It's kind of crazy. And hopefully I'm going to have heal more soon. Yeah, I think that I'm pretty close to going to the Dragon Lord's castle. I remember the end of the game being quite hard. I remember having like a hurt more too, if I'm not mistaken. I thought like every spell had like a fucking like an enhanced version. yeah, playing this game has made me really second guess my ambition to play through Phantasy Star. Because like Dragon Warrior, Phantasy Star seems to be a game that's like really good, but people argue that's kind of grindy. Like it's really good, but it's kind of grindy. And typically I don't mind grinding in games that much, but playing this game with you guys on stream together has really made me realize how much I can hate grinding. This is like so dull. Like why? Why make me do this? What's the point? So from a game design perspective, guys, I've been meditating about Saga and this game. The thing they have in common, both of them, is that there's a metagame aspect. And here's what I mean by that. Something I never realized until I played Saga with you guys on stream. Well, Saga's a game where I think the core combat gameplay and the core JRPG, like leveling up and stuff, is really whack, right? I think that as a kid playing it, having played Final Fantasy games growing up, on PS1 especially, I felt like Saga's was a really broken game. Saga 1's a really broken game because the leveling up is really broken. The combat's quite broken. A lot of one shots going back and forth. Doesn't really feel that tactical. But playing it as an adult, I realized with you guys on stream, I realized that that the pleasure of the game is not. It doesn't come from the fighting of the monsters or the leveling up, right? And you would think that it would. It's a JRPG. You'd think that that's where the actual depth of the game comes from. Is from fighting monsters and leveling up. And yet, it has this thing going on where the actual pleasure of the game is in the inventory management. It's in keeping your spells stocked. It's in keeping your items stocked. It's in keeping your durability up on your weapons. It becomes this whole meta game where although the enemies die really easy and they're not really that much of a threat, there is this constant interest happening in combat where I'm watching all my resources dwindle. And even though I'm not at risk of, let's say, dying per se, I am concerned constantly about keeping my inventory up. Because you have such limited inventory, you need to really be thoughtful of it at all times. And that's pretty profound, I think. And I'm realizing now this game's kind of the same way, right? In general, this game is quite easy. You're very rarely in any danger of death. But that's because you are... Also, I want to make a point here that compared to other more tactical JRPGs, my options in combat are very limited. Right? There's not a lot I can do. I can I basically just press the fight button. That's all that I can really do. I have a sleep spell that doesn't do anything. I've got stock spell that doesn't do anything. I've got a healing spell. And that's where the game's depth comes from. Right? Here's my point. My point is that in this game, I'm not really fighting monsters. Instead, what I'm doing is I'm watching my HP, and when it gets to a certain point, I'm using a healing spell. I'm basically watching my HP. When it falls to a certain point, I'm using a healing spell, and I'm hoping it's RNG, so I'm hoping that gives me a good heal. And then I'm managing risk reward with when do I go back to town, right? Now, if I go back to town now, it'll take longer to grind, but if I risk another heal out here, then I can get more EXP before I go back, and there's like a whole metagame that appears, right? The whole metagame of managing your time, your money, and your MP, and your HP. So it's sort of like the individual fights themselves aren't really that deep or involved, and nor, honestly, the actual resource management is not that involved either. But it's involved enough to maintain my interest. There's enough risk-reward there to create interesting gameplay. And so it kind of got me thinking about, long-term resource management. Now, some of you guys might know that I have this ideal for the past, 4 or 5 years of, an ideal JRPG combat mechanic. Theoretically, it would be extremely tactically dense per fight. You would regenerate all of your health and your magic between fights. I have this theory that having, persistent HP and MP throughout the course of a long dungeon is not the truth. Having the player manage their resources over the course of an expedition is not as interesting as giving them full resources for every fight, so that they can expend all their resources per fight. That makes each fight, I think, more interesting if you could use up all your stuff. But, I'm forced by Saga and this game to second guess that. There is merit to having the player, manage their resources. It creates a lot of risk reward that I didn't really appreciate before. There's a lot going on in terms of deciding, you know, when to buy this thing, when to go back there, when to spend this spell. Right? And it's not that tactically rich. I could write a macro to do it. I could start a macro to heal me when I fall below, you know, 50 health or whatever. But there is enough to, like, have that sense of tension that keeps the game interesting. But yeah, I'm just kind of flabbergasted thinking about Dragon Warrior and Saga and how the actual gameplay is not what you would think it is. Right? You look at the game, you think it's about fighting monsters. And I have played games before that are about fighting monsters, right? Like games, you know, JRPGs, where the actual fights are individually tactically complex, right? And that's really fun. That's what you want, I think. But even without having that, there is more that you can explore from a game design perspective. It doesn't have to all be about each fight. There's stuff going on that can make, you know, for interesting decisions between the fights. And in the case of Saga especially, even more than this game too, like, the fights are almost, like, pointless. There's almost, like, nothing there. That's not actually the fun part. The Lua healing, yeah, the fucking script that shit. Just put a macro down. Do some fucking gambits, dog. Let me gambit it up. Yeah, it's interesting. So how would this game play differently if I got all of my MP back and all of my HP back per fight? Well, it wouldn't work. It'd be incredibly broken, right? Because the game's not balanced around that. So what does that mean for my hypothetical ideal game design for JRPG, right? I think what it would mean would be that you would need to have, like, I think that if you can spend all of your resources per fight, there must be a much greater risk of death per fight, by far, right? By far. In fact, it would have to be so high, maybe, that you would need to not be guaranteed to win. I think that it's not a reach to say that with a lot of, you know, JRPG design, there is a guarantee to win. If I fight, I have no risk of dying to this wyvern. I'm guaranteed to win this, right? And even against like a demon knight who is, you know, quite powerful still, and who could theoretically kill me if I whiffed a couple shots. You know, I am virtually guaranteed to win, right? But I think that if you were going to have all of your MP and HP at the start of each fight, you would need to have a very strong chance of dying. And that being the case, you would need to be able to, like, respawn pretty near where you died. It's almost like, you know what it would be like, I think, now that I'm picturing it? It would need to be a mechanic where you can retry a fight a bunch of times, and you would need to basically, like, you would need to be able to change your strategy per attempt, right? I think that's how I'm envisioning it, right? It would be like, it'd be a wall. You would hit this wall, and you would fight this thing to get past this wall. And then you would die. You would die a few times, right? At least once, you know, unless you were really smart. But you'd be able to just keep redoing it. You would need to basically, like, okay, I died last time because I didn't have a good enough healer. Let me change up my healing strategy, right? Let me reconfigure my equipment or whatever, my skills, to have better healing next time. That'd be fun, I feel like, right? Like, you try it, and you might almost succeed, but you die. You come back again with a new team. So that was the vision that I got from FF13 when I played it. I always say that 13 changed my perspective on game design because it had that kind of design. It had this design where you have these tools that are given to you. And it sounds obvious, right? It sounds obvious that you have these tools and you have to choose which ones to take with you to sort of tangle with the situation you're facing. And that, again, it seems really obvious, except that most JRPGs I've played, like the vast majority I've played in my life, and I've played a ton of them, they're so fucking easy that there is no need to actually strategize at all. There's no actual, like, preparation aspect. I think that if you look at their design from on a textbook standpoint, that was the idea from the beginning, right? Was to have, like, a preparation aspect. You have this team of characters from various classes, and you can kind of create, like, a synergy. But the reality has always been that you just level up a little bit, you mash attack, when you're low on health you heal, and that's pretty much it, right? There's really no, like, actual... It doesn't matter who you're playing as, it doesn't matter what kind of gear you have. You have the best gear, right? You always have the best gear for your classes. Your characters already have the best skills for their class. You barely need to use them, except for maybe one or two, because they're the good ones. And FF13 kind of created a situation where if you don't have the right like layout to your team, you're gonna die. You're dead. Right? You need to have the right layout. You need to have a good working plan to survive, and that plan is gonna change based on who you're fighting. That to me was quite profound. And I think that, you know, that necessitates, like, retrying fights. Because if you're gonna die, then you need to be able to retry. You know what I mean? Yeah, like Dick said. So basically, you know, when I played Darkest Dungeon, Dix, I was just flabbergasted by, you know, how profoundly good the combat was, because every decision you make has so much weight to it. That's because you're always in constant fear of death, right? So I wonder then, if you can look at Darkest Dungeon as an example, how did they create a game where death is a constant threat, but at the same time that feels fair? Because that game kind of defies the theory I'm working on. I'm kind of developing a theory here live, right? And the theory is that if you're in constant risk of death, if you're gonna die, then you should be able to restart like with very low cost, right? That's my thinking right now. But in Darkest Dungeon, man, when you die, you lose those guys. Those guys are all gone. Those enemies and the NPCs you had were gone. The player characters, they're dead. You also lose a bunch of resources and shit. Even if you win, you have, you know, permanent damage being done to your guys. So it's like, but you know, I kind of feel like if we're trying to bring D&D into this conversation, Darkest Dungeon is a game where there is a lot of long-term management in the vein of, you know, and we're comparing these games to like Saga and Dragon Warrior, right? In that, I would say that, you know, at least half of the game comes between the fights, right, Dix? Like, it's about managing your stress levels, it's about managing your HP between fights, it's about having the right gear in your inventory, kind of like Saga, limited inventory, you have very limited space you can carry stuff. So I think that, you know, and it's about surviving an expedition, right? It's not about surviving one fight. It's about surviving an expedition. And I think that it finds a good balance between those two. If I had to guess, Dix, if I had to kind of like spitball, it makes it both like the individual fights are very high tension, and the expedition itself has high tension because they're very short expeditions, right? I think that's how it pulls it off. The dungeons in DD are shorter than most other games. That's how they maintain a situation where there's a lot of long-term management, also short-term. Because the long-term ain't that long-term. That's what it is. Interesting to think about. DD and roguelikes in general are all low cost on death. It's the same logic as Dark Souls low-risk deaths, where you lose a run, but a run is pretty low worth, especially since not everything is lost. People just get attached to their characters because they name them. It's that pet logic. Yeah, I think you're right, Dix, but I think that part of that was my problem as well. If you go back and watch those old, you know, Let's Plays with DD. But I think that also is just I didn't understand the game's mechanics. I think that you, more than anybody I know, Dix, understands the game's mechanics in a sense that, you know, you can appreciate that having high levels and shit is not that important. But because I didn't really get it, I didn't really play enough to actually understand it, I don't really, like, I kind of wanted to level up my guys more, and if they were to die, I would be very sad. Again, not just because I have pet logic, but also because of, you know, I think that I probably attribute, my perspective on the game's mechanics incentivizes me to level up my guys more than it would for you. People overvalue Souls and Dark Souls. Oh, yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, low cost. It's interesting you mention that out, Dix, because, like, really, when you talk about Dark Souls, people tend to associate it with having a very high cost of death. And to an extent, that's probably fair, but I think that if you take a big picture perspective, Dix, you're right. It's very low cost, and here's why I think that might be. Although you have to go back to the start of the, you know, the dungeon, or so to speak, you know, this area, you have to fight your way back past really hard enemies that you might have trouble with the first time, might have even more trouble with now. That's all true, but I do also think that that it's fun, right? The game is fun to play, whether or not, you know, you're stressed out by having to fight these enemies. That is what you're there to do. You came to fight stressful enemies in Dark Souls, so to have to fight them again is not really as bad as it seems. Like, you're still right back at it. You die and you're right back to it. Compare that to, like, a classical, like, NES game where you die. Let's say you're playing, like, you know, Ninja Gaiden 3, for example, Dix, right? We talked about that earlier on NES, and I've never beaten that game. Here's why. Because in Ninja Gaiden 3, in the American version, and only in the American version, you have limited continues. And so when you get to level 4 or whatever, and you have one life left, and you die, you have to go back to level 1. And you've already mastered level 1, 2, and 3, right? Those are the ones you've mastered. There's no more... It's not that interesting to play those stages anymore. It's like not that much fun to play them anymore. So there's a really big cost on death in these kind of games. To go through it all over again, just to get back to that part that you want to learn how to play, right? Like, I really want to learn to play, you know, level 4. That's what I keep dying on, level 4. But I can't practice level 4 because it takes forever to get there. That's not really true of Dark Souls, right? Like, yeah, Dark Souls dying sucks. You have to redo a bunch of shit, but it's not uninteresting shit. It's fun to do that shit, and it's not that much shit either. The point of playing the game is to play the game, yeah. But even that aside, when you die in any game, you're reset to the last save or checkpoint. In Dark Souls, you keep any items you picked up. You keep shortcuts, and you keep quest progress. You can regain EXP. Yeah, you're right. It's not as bad as other games when you die. In that respect. I think that a lot of people, you know, again, there's this, you know, this conversation to be had about, you know, is Dark Souls really hard, right? Is it really hard? But I think that, you know, people that in the era that Dark Souls came out, they were quite accustomed to the PS3 generation, Xbox 360 mentality of, like, constant autosaves, like, literally constant autosaves. Like, when you die in most AAA games, you don't lose any progress, like, no progress, right? You just go back to the start of the start of the fight you were just in. I think people playing Dark Souls are like, oh, this game is like NES hard, because when you die, you have to go back. And that's true, but I think you're right, Dix, when you say that, you know, it's really not that much of a loss. That's true, Snake Drop. You get optimal movement and mechanics pretty quickly on games like Ninja Gaiden, yeah. Dark Souls is objectively low risk in terms of death. All you need to do is fight again, and that's the core of the game, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right about that, Dix. Do 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 do. Well, sure, it's easy to grind here now. I'm making really good EXP and money too. Look at that, we're already at fucking 7,000 gold. Holy shit! Like Brian said, we have no use for the gold though. Like literally, I can't even spend it. Right? I have nothing to spend it on. I gotta keep that in mind, like emotionally, because if I die, I'm gonna lose a lot of it too. And that's gonna suck. But it's not really that important. I'm overvaluing the souls, like Dick would say. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon, man. Do do do. Even like, you know, like NetHack, right? Like I think what Dick's point is here is that there's a reason why roguelikes are popular. So wait, when roguelikes were a new thing, there was this prevailing mentality among players and in the media about the genre, which is that they are way more savage than most games, because when you die, you lose your... I don't want to stress this, going back to like NetHack and shit, before we had like the roguelite per se, but you lose everything. You have to start from the beginning, right? And even in a modern roguelite, like, you lose your progress in the dungeon, in the game, even though you keep some things in a roguelite, you know, you do gotta start over in many of them. And so, it's like, there's this feeling like, compared to other games, dying is really severe. And I think that if that were really true, roguelikes wouldn't be as popular of a formula as they are today, right? There's a reason why they're so damn popular. I think it's because they are so forgiving of death, ironically, right? When I played NetHack obsessively for years, and I did, NetHack is considered by some to be like, you know, the OG roguelike. Like, of course, NetHack was based on Rogue, right? It wasn't the first game of its type, and you know, and shit like that. But it was like the first really popular one to have like a formula like that. It's still being played to this day for that reason. And it struck me that although it was very intimidating at first to die, because in that game there is no, you know, there's virtually no roguelite aspect, right? There's no roguelite. When you die, you lose everything. You're done. You start over again from scratch. But it struck me that, you know, the game is fun to play. It's fun to play, so when you die and lose everything, it's not the end of the world. Like, you're just, all you lost was a character, but you can still keep playing it. Because due to the randomized nature of it, and the high difficulty, you know, at any point in the dungeon, it's not as though, like, it's boring to play the first level, right? It's fun to play the first level. So, when you die and lose all your progress, you didn't really lose a whole lot. You know, all you lost was the fact that you were really deep into the dungeon. And you might never beat this game, right? It's a game that I've never beaten, and most players that play NetHack have never beaten. It's very rare to have beaten NetHack. But, it's just fun to play it. And I think that's why roguelikes are so popular. It's kind of funny, right? Until Dix mentioned this, I never really thought about it that way. But it's like, even if you lose your resources in the game, it's kind of hard to say that there's a high value for death when, like, the pleasure of playing it is such that, like, you know, it's kind of like a meta thing, right? It's almost like, if you love playing the first level of a game, then is there any risk? What is the actual value of death then? What is the fear of death? Where does that come from? Dee 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 dee. Oh shit. Because my example of, you know, Ninja Gaiden 3 egg drop was that I don't like playing the first level. I hate playing the first level. Right? It's not like NetHack. It's not like, you know, other roguelikes. They're great games, they're fun games, but eventually I get bored playing the fucking first level, okay? I don't want to play it anymore. So for me, like, dying is pretty fucking frustrating. But if the game's first level and its gameplay is consistently, like, at that same level of funness, or close to it, then getting game over is not the end of the world. A good roguelike is made with that in mind anyways. Dying is expected, so it makes sense to be reasonable. For all that, I don't really like those types of games. They're good about getting you into the game as fast as possible. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it, Dix, right? They get you into the game as fast as possible. You're already doing fun stuff very early on. Where other games out there, they take a long time to get to that point, it seems like, right? Like, the early parts of the game are, like, tutorial, they're really easy, they're really mindless, not that much going on. And as you get further into the game, it gets more and more fun, right? And that kind of is like a risk, right? Like, if that's your game design, and then also when you die, you start over again, that sucks. But again, Dark Souls, right? Dark Souls is a game where, you know, it's really fun. It's fun as fuck to just fight monsters in that game. So it's like, when you die, you have to fight them again, you're like, well, it's frustrating because you wanted to beat the stage, but at the same time, you're kind of like, it's not that bad. Because I didn't kill those guys again. I guess, you know, one thing about Ninja Gaiden, let's say Sonic the Hedgehog, I only played 1,000 times through, is that the game is very, very static. Right? It's very static. And games like roguelikes, which are, you know, very highly randomized, and even like Dark Souls, which is very, you know, again, itself very static in terms of like where items are placed and shit, they're still very dynamic games because of how much subtlety there is in their mechanics. Right? Ninja Gaiden is a game that I've argued on stream before many times. I love it in a big part because its game design, its gameplay is actually surprisingly unsubtle. Right? You can have a robot beat Ninja Gaiden 10 out of 10 times because it's just, everything is just pre-programmed the way it's supposed to work. Everything works the same way every single time. That makes it very rewarding to master. It's very rewarding to master Ninja Gaiden. Because you get rewarded for that. You get a really big reward for it. You can beat it without getting hit once. It's very easy that way. It's very fun. But it does mean that if you're trying to grind stage 4 and you've mastered stage 1, there's nothing there to throw a monkey wrench into your schemes. Whereas in a roguelike, they're kind of designed around that. They're designed around making sure you're using your mind constantly. And even Dark Souls, where, again, they're notorious for being very masterable. They're notorious for having the enemy placements are very rigid, they're very strict, they're very predictable. And so you can kind of do things the same way every time. But the process of learning that mastery is kind of long compared to a game like Ninja Gaiden. Because the game has so much going on. There's so much going on in the way that enemy attacks work, and your own attacks work. Enemies might be surrounding you, and they have to kind of like deal with that as well. It's sort of, it's interesting to play. Whether it's on, you know, your first time or your 100th time. How much EP do I need these days? I've been grinding. Dee dee dee. Hey, almost there. Dee 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 dee. Almost leveled up here. I'm really hoping I learn to fucking heal more, man. So my whole thing about, I haven't talked about this very often lately, but my whole thing about quote-unquote alpha and beta gamers, this theory that some players like being put in situations where there's a lot of risk, And other players like it more when they're in a position of like power, where they can decide what. Basically, it's like a matter of, you know, the alpha gamer wants to like do whatever he wants in a game, and the beta gamer wants to have to solve a puzzle in a game. Like the game should be a puzzle for the beta gamer. That being said, that all came about when I played FF13 for the first time. Growing up, you know, I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. A gay gamer. A gamma gamer. Alpha, beta, and gamma. Yeah. Growing up, I played a lot of JRPGs. That was my main genre, playing JRPGs as a kid. And the reason why I love that genre so much was the power trip it gave me. I loved grinding in JRPGs. I loved bodying enemies in JRPGs. I loved exploiting the mechanics to get mad fucking powerful in JRPGs. You know, I loved that all that shit. And, you know, I also love games like, you know, a gamer boy, huh? Dude, what's better though, a gamer boy or a gamer boy? What if the gamer boy also plays games? A gamer boy. A gamer boy. Other games I love a lot, like Saints Row 2 is a game where, you know, I get to express my creativity in that game. If I'm playing FFT Dix, right, Final Fantasy Tactics, I really feel like I can express myself creatively. I can really do what I want to do creatively in that game. When I play Saints Row 2, also I love the creative aspect of it. I like, you know, choosing my outfit, and customizing my car, and, you know, choosing my weapons I use. But that's all surface level. It's all shallow. There is no actual gameplay depth. You know, there's no strategy involved in my picks. It's all just aesthetical. It's true of Dark Souls. I've criticized Dark Souls as well for being kind of like a, you know, the whole Fashion Souls aspect, the whole thing with choosing your weapon. I kind of wish that in Dark Souls, you know, the weapons were more distinct in their function, so that if I were to choose this over that, it would significantly change like my experience or my strategies and shit like that. But really, I kind of feel like in Dark Souls, most weapons kind of work the same against the same enemies. There is some, you know, there's some subtlety, but not a whole lot. But I think that, you know, that's what I wanted as a kid. I wanted to be able to choose my weapon based on what looked the coolest. And that's what my friend, you know, my brother's into. You know, he wants a game where he can play with an ideal character based on his, you know, his fucking fantasies, and then succeed with that. And so, you know, by my estimation, that makes him an alpha gamer, because I'm thinking that, you know, the game should present you with a challenge where succeeding in that game comes from looking at the tools you're given and making the best of them, right? Like, you can't just do whatever you want and succeed. To me, that defeats the whole purpose, you would think, right? You have to do what the game kind of wants you to do. You have to play the game. You can't just, again, do whatever you want. But I appreciate they're two different fantasies, right? And I kind of feel like that's where the whole alpha and beta gamer thing comes from. And playing FF13 was the first time I ever played that I realized, I was like, oh shit, like, you can make a game really fun where I have to actually, like, work. I have to actually work to beat it. I have to do the thing. I gotta learn to play. I can't just bend the game to my will. I have to bend to the game's will. I kind of wonder if I play the game on stream, if I'd, you know, be able to examine that deeper all these years later now. One is a seaman, says Revenge. The other enjoys seamen. Oh, maybe both do that, but oh my god. Yeah, to me, playing FF13 was a really profound experience, because I was kind of like, whoa, like, this is an RPG where I actually have to, like, actually try. I can't just grind my problems away. And that made it really fun. Made it really fun to have to constantly... Also, I was constantly changing my kit, right? Like imagine Final Fantasy Tactics, right? But instead of just beating the game with 5 monks, you had to actually play a fight, get bodied, and then change your kit so that you would succeed next time. I can't even imagine that, dude. I have played Tactics through probably, you know, 10 times in my life, and I can't even imagine a Tactics where the actual classes I used fucking mattered. Because that's the kind of game that it is. Again, there's tons of classes in the game, but they're all balanced to fuck. They're not that interesting, you know, tactically, despite the name. You just use whatever. Whatever you use, you're going to succeed with. Some are ass, some are amazing. But you're always going to win. Right? To me, 13 was like a Tactics where I had to, like, actually think about what classes I was using. That was sick to me. Is Alpha Gamer Brother a Street Rage 4 fan? I don't know, Egg Drop. I don't think he ever played the game. Oh, you mean like Saints Row 4 or Streets Rage 4? What are we talking about? Saints Row 4. I don't think he ever played the game, to be honest. He already kind of grew out of the series by then, unlike me. What we got here? 8 speed, that's sick. But I didn't get no fucking power. Oh! I didn't get no attack power. Oh! A new spell. What we got? Heal more, heal more, heal more, heal more. Yes! We got heal more. But I didn't get no fucking attack power down. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? I gained, like, what? Like, 1 point of defense or something like that? As well? Nothing wrong with that. How much HP do I need now? Well, I'm stuck at 3,000? That's a new fucking thing? That's a new hotness, dog? 3,000 for the 3rd time in a row? Oh my god. It's a shame I have nothing to spend this gold on. Got a lot of gold. I mean... So I have heal more now. It's pretty sick. Finally have a spell that actually costs mana, you would think. That's how much it costs, right? Let me just... I guess I'll just fight some bunch of guys here and see if I can get hurt enough to actually spend it. Because money is now no object, I actually have no risk of... I have, like, no need to save anymore, right? Unless my fucking console crashes. I got a good amount of health, too, from that. I got a good amount of speed, which is great. Hopefully it means I don't miss as often. I think, theoretically, I should have to grind in Hawksness, right? Well, I don't know. I think that's the thing soon, right? It's Hawksness grinding. They have green dragons there. They've got, like, star wyverns there. Yeah, I could grind near Cantlin. There's a place like there I could get my health back and rest, you know what I mean? So sick, Brian. What about Saints Row 4, Egg Drop? For me, the Saints Row series, the tier list goes 2, 1, 4, 3. And maybe even 4 above 1, only because I haven't played 1 that much. That's the only game in series I haven't played that much. I'm inclined to give 1 a pass because I think it's most like 2. But if you count that I haven't really played 1 that much, it would be like 2, 4. Like the ones I've enjoyed the most have been 2, then 4, then 1, then 3. I actually enjoyed 3 way more than 1, but I hate it also. I really hate 3 so much. I love it. I've loved it, but I also hate it. I probably actually have enjoyed like 3 more than 4 per hour. But I still like 4's whole thing more than 3's. I hate 3's whole thing. I think since it's so easy now, maybe we should, I don't know. Maybe it's good enough reason for us to keep doing it, right? Fucking on the Taco Bell logic. It's so easy, you just keep doing it. Don't try to overthink it. Don't try to go somewhere harder. And the EXP, it seems like the EXP I need has like been frozen. I could go to fucking, you know... Well, maybe we should... You know what? Why don't we go to Cantlin? Because it has become so easy. Like, the Dark Knights are doing shit, like, Demon Knights are doing like 4 damage and shit now. Maybe we could actually hang with the fucking... with the Star Wyverns and shit. I'm saying, bro, the fucking Taco Bell logic, dude. Just fucking talk Taco Bell and grind easily. Grinding. I got no time. He's a Magic Wyvern. So these guys, again, if they're doing like, you know, like 12 damage now, look at 7 damage. There's not no risk of death. I think it's sleep me 1,000 times. I would never die. That's interesting. So maybe Cantlin's a new hotness for grinding. There's wizards there, and there's star wyverns there. But I think I'm not too scared of like the fucking werewolves. Maybe even the green dragon would be easy now, right? You would think. I think that Cantlin and Hawks have the same enemies, right? If I go to Hawks, it's the same enemies as Cantlin. But the appeal of Cantlin is that I can heal there. I can rest. Do 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 do. I think these guys are pretty much, you know, they're fucking free now, right? These Magi Wyverns. They die in 2 hits. If they sleep me, they don't even do any damage. Right? They're doing 1 damage. Right? It's not a big deal. But the Star Wyverns, though, I don't know about them yet. But you'd think if I can kill the Magi Wyvern that easily, the Star Wyvern wouldn't be that bad. You better stop! Boop. You're doing 1 damage, dog. You're literally doing 1 damage. Okay. Oh, shit. I'm still asleep, dude? Let's use the heal more now. So I've got 35 MP. It cost 10 and, like, fully healed me. That's insane. That's insane. Now we're talking. That's way more economical. It's faster, but also more economical, right? Which is almost not what you need. Like, from a game design perspective, it's almost not what you need. What you want is something that is faster, but costs you a little bit more MP to balance it out. But then from a convenience standpoint, they're like, let's just give him a fucking better heal move, like just overall better. That way, you know, when he wants to heal, when he's grinding, it'll be easier. Here's this dude. I gotta get him on health here. Okay, he's not hurting me. He's not hurting me, so I can grind here now if I wanted to. Probably better EXP. He has heal more, it doesn't matter though, because he can't hurt me back. Blah. I think they also have limited. They can run out of mana too, I believe. Okay. Honestly, we're fucking tangling now. We're fucking tangling for sure. What you got for me? 43, 147. Okay, okay. So J-Bomb. Much more heroic than the man who was constantly scared about flying lizards, huh? The dragon warrior wouldn't sell well. Oh my god, but you're right though. It really wouldn't. I feel. Heal more. Oh my god, it's a full heal, dog? Oh, I don't even care about this fucking shit anymore? Oh, no. Good evening, J-Bomb. Good evening, son. We're grinding, dog. I'm leveling up here. Although I feel that, I mean, if I level up one more time, you would think that I could probably get to the fucking Dragon Lord's Castle, right? I think the Dragon Lord's Castle, the route there, also is the same enemies from around here. You know? So, these guys don't seem to be that much of a threat anymore, honestly. But now that I have heal more. The heal more girls. Do-do-do. I feel like Repel will probably work as well now. Maybe not against Star Wyvern, but against everybody else, perhaps. Where's the baddies? Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey there, big guy. Looking for a more optimal grind point, yeah. This game in general seems to be really grindy lately. I've kind of sold my soul to the grind. I think that's like the new thing. I just gotta grind forever. And the grinding's gotten really easy. You know, I've gotten some really good EXP here, and also the level ups cost seem to have like leveled out. Like I can get a level up now like consistently in like a half hour or less. That's pretty crazy. So I think the Star Wyvern can't even use sleep, huh? That's heal more instead, I think. Welcome back, Raging Raven. Raging Raven. Giant and Shaman. I'm a level higher now, Raging Raven, yeah. Feels good. Oh, I can breathe fire, though. Oh, so that's pretty hard. I can use heal more, too, though, is the thing. Like, if it comes to that, we can do that. We can fucking dance. Alright, we gotta do it. Let's do it. I can dance, dog. I can dance all day. Yeah, heal more is a full heal. How's that very little health there? I got all the way up to max. Hold that shit. We actually have a raven duo roosting in our warehouse. I've named him That and So. Huh? That's So the Ravens. This guy's almost scarier because he has sleep. In fact, they're almost like the same EXP they give me as well. It's like one is like the sleeping one, one's the healing one. Yin and Yang, huh? The twins. This guy's still alive, holy shit. No, the Star Room's worth way more. Wanted to go with a Hugin and Moonin, but that seemed too cliche, huh? Ow, they're gonna attack me first, huh? But he's not doing any damage, though. I remember the Dragon Lord's castle being really hard. Just being a hell of a slog, like just a very long dungeon with lots of very strong enemies. Oh, he's dodged my attack still, you son of a bitch. Pretty hard to hit. Yeah, this is the truth for sure. This is a new grinding spot. We've got Caitlyn right there. I have not played any version of FF1 and 2 Raging Raven. I've never played any Final Fantasy game before FF7. Think I would like them? Brian's going to be a pretty big fan of the first game. Yeah, I want to try him soon, I think, Raging Raven. I think I want to play the first game soon. Brian's got me wetted my whistle. I think that on my radar right now in a big way is like an FF13 is my big lean right now. FF1 is on there as well. Phantasy Star is on there as well. So it's like my 3 games I'm like really like hankering for. You ever played any other version of Raging Raven aside from the PSP remake of 1? How does it compare to the OG versions? They got a PC version that everybody loves last year. That's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, you know, I wonder, should I play that? I don't know. I'm leaning toward playing the NES version because you guys know me. I like the fucking, you know, the OG retro experience. Brian tells me that version's kind of buggy. That the PS1 version they made for Final Fantasy Anthologies or whatever was like the same exact game, just with some problems fixed. And I think that I watched a documentary on YouTube recently about the Final Fantasy, the OG FF games, and which version is like definitive. And apparently the fan base, like Brian, really loves the PS1 version of the game. Like there's like a big, you know, school of thought that says that's the best one. But I wonder if I should play the NES version. Also, you know, they have that Pixel remaster, which is like, you know, just the NES version, but with a few tweaks. But really, my big problem with that is the fucking graphics, man. Like, do I want to play like a fucking new version of a NES game? What's up, 4? Brian said, I don't really like the PSP remake because they added shit that never should have existed in the game, like Aethers and Phoenix Downs, huh? OG one's hardest is Raging Raven, huh? The art style of the PSP remix is my favorite. So what's the art style kind of like, I wonder? Is it sprite-based? But high-res sprites? 4TL is actually playing a remake of FF3 right now, and it's better than I remembered it, huh? I think the first 3 are my, and 6 are my favorites. Wow, that's pretty impressive. That must be pretty good. I have not played any of those OG games, man. FF games. I do in 4. Don't all the PS1 ones have really long load times? They do. They do. You gotta get over it, I think. My brother played those ones, and I was just like, wow, there's a lot of loading times. Bloop, bloop. Do 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 do. Different magic system in that one Raging Raven on the PSP one, you think, or you mean on the Pixel remaster? What's up, Ranimator? Welcome more, Doc. We're talking about classic JRPGs, especially going back to the NES era. No ethers so far in this one, but I know they fixed up broken spells. Yeah, I think the Pixel remasters are very close to the OGs in general. Oh, I'm kind of low in health, is that right? Heal more. I didn't touch RPGs pretty much ever. Is that true, Ryan? But you're a fucking Third Strike player. All three players play JRPGs. You had to buy each spell used in the original, and if I'm remembering correctly, huh? You had to buy each spell used in the first game? Ooh. I'm probably grinding up really fast here, I feel like. I've already got fucking 15,000 gold. It's pretty crazy. I seem to have nothing to spend it on. Just out here fucking grinding. Gotta buy him each one, says Brian. I gotcha. What's up, Ace? Welcome aboard, dog. Thanks for that post on Patreon, Ace. A little comment on my thread. That's some good insight. Always good to know the guys actually see those posts. Put a lot of love into the Patreon posts, but there's not a lot of like interactions, which is fair. There's so much detail in 3S, and it's fast-paced, so it has me locked in, huh? Yeah, I think it's more like a demographical thing. I think 3S is really appealing to like fucking hyper nerds. I think that's why there's a lot of crossover with, and also people that played a lot of Japanese games in that era, like Japanese designed games. I think it's, that was the era of JRPGs, dude. Oh no, I'm asleep. Just like in real life, dude. So I had kind of scheduled out this is going to be beaten by our next stream on Wednesday, by the end of it. And I'm feeling like a mixed confidence right now. I think we only have like one real dungeon left, but I remember being pretty tough. What if we beat this game tonight? Maybe we could. How's the night been, Ace? Hopefully alright, and hope you keep it entertained. I wonder how close I'm leveling up. Maybe I shouldn't look. They say a watch pot never boils. There is no MP. You have a number of charges you can use before resting, huh? I guess that could be a good thing and a bad thing, right? I see both. As a kid, I thought it was really archaic to have, like, limited spells rather than limited MP. But I think that, having limited spells is probably a lot easier to balance. I find that, most Final Fantasy games I played in PS1 era and onward, they're just not that balanced. They're just not that interesting from a difficulty standpoint. Watch my health here. Oh, no, that's really bad. It's really bad. Oh, I might die here. It's okay. All I'm going to lose is my money. Yay! And the remake is an MP system like the newer games, huh? That's another reason I don't like the remake. It really changes this balance of spells in that game. Yeah, it seems kind of like a pointless change. Like I mentioned, they're different mechanics. I don't think that MP is better than having limited spells per spell use. I think it just changes the balance of it. I don't see why you'd want to change it. If you're going to remake FF1, then like why would you change that? You think you just make it, it's like a whole new game that way, right? This is my take though. Heal more. Let's ask this lady how much EXP we need still. Okay, we're halfway there. Honestly, I wish we were closer. I think that I'm going to gain one more level here by grinding. We're going to go and do the Rainbow Bridge type shit. I mean, I really feel pretty strong, you know what I mean? Like, I feel really strong. I don't really feel like I'm in that much danger. And I think that the enemies on the route to the Dragon Lord are the same enemies as these ones, right? They're not that bad. Dude, I'm not saying the remake is bad. I mean, if it's not like FF1, that's not a bad thing. Could be good in its own right. I'm sure that it is. But, yeah, it seems kind of maybe like kind of pointless. Like a third of the spells in the original just flat out don't work, says 4TL. Yeah, but Brian's talking about the PS1 version, which I guess fixed a lot of that stuff. I have the spreadsheet completely ready to go for Bruised, including error checking it and simulated use. Oh, nice. Do me a favor and send it to me on Discord, like some of the share link. So I can copy it to my Google Drive that way. And I have a look at it and play with it. But I'm going to be really busy tonight. I'm going to be too busy tonight to actually like test it on my side. I think probably have to let tomorrow rock. You know what I mean? Like the way I've been doing it, just to be safe. Because I have so much to do tonight, it would blow your guys' minds if you guys knew. Like, if you guys knew how behind I am on work, you guys would be like, what the fuck? How can a man be that behind on work? It's crazy. It's wild. Doesn't make any sense. Can the work truly be endless? Oh, no. Raven, I think we're probably on the same page in that respect. Yeah, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that profoundly, dude. If you guys don't know, my friend Brian X developed a new spreadsheet for us for our Bruise Day Tuesday streams, which should hopefully streamline a lot of the process of, you know, the new quote-unquote ranking system. The new kind of a stream format for Bruise Day. Here's a guy I don't fight that often. A Wizro, huh? What you got, dog? What's your gimmick, Wizro? Okay, well, about a lot of EXP. I can live with that. It'd be kind of fun, like an opposite of a repel, like an attract. Like all the enemies just fight you every step for a while. For maximum grinding, dude. Maximum grinding. Do 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 do. It's a doo-doo. So I wonder if all future levels are going to be 3,000. You know what I mean? Is it ever going to be more than 3,000 again? Maybe it will. If it stays at 3,000, then you could think that, you know, you would just be able to grind, like, forever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever? I mean, it does take kind of a while here to level up, but there probably is maybe, like, one more phase of harder enemies, you would think? I had to pull out a full keyboard because you can't create bullet points in Excel without the numpad. The number of buttons at the top of the keyboard won't do it, huh? That's weird. Get bop, my guy. This EXP is so good. Dee 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 dee. So, I have no idea where Erdrick's sword or shield is. So it could be that there's, you know, I think I must get the sword maybe, like, you know, right before the Dragon Lord castle, or maybe inside the castle. I just can't remember any other dungeons. Maybe there's one more dungeon over there, huh? Yes, the wizard. Oh, hurt more! Oh my god! Hurt me more, Snake! Jesus! You got the fucking N-bomb, dude. Oh, you piece of shit. He's got a lot of defense, this motherfucker. Got high defense and he's fucking that healing move. What a piece of work. Heal me more, Snake. Gotta press Alt plus 7 or Alt plus 0149. Oh, shit. To create bullets, and you have to use the numpad. It's pretty silly, huh? Pretty fucking goofy. That's doing some serious damage with that fucking fire breath, man. I'm pretty sure the enemies have limited magic in this game. Maybe it's a sequel, they have limited magic? Diddle-doo. You're done, boy. Get out of my face. Quit wasting my time. Got some really weird cyst in my wrist, and apparently it's caused by activities that strain the wrist. Really, Raging Raven? That causes a cyst? That seems weird. What's up, Mage Sage? It works. You made a bullet. Holy shit. Got a bullet for my Valentine now, dude. Got a cyst. You got a wrist cyst. That came from, what, playing Third Strike or what? Could be unrelated, but apparently it's a risk factor, huh? What's a drag? Raging Raven? So what's your plan for attack on this wrist cyst? I get it surgically removed or what? Gonna let it rock? Is it causing you agony? This guy's a fucking asshole. I'm wasting my time, man. Oh my, yeah. I think you're probably gonna be fine, Raging Raven, yeah. A lot of these cysts are pretty benign. Yeah, I guess, right? Raging Raven, fucking being a cyber athlete's kind of hard work. The risks of being a cyber athlete, I guess. I mean, you know, you don't have like an RSI? You don't have like carpal tunnel? I don't understand. Like, doing wrist-intensive work could give you a cyst before you would actually, like, you know, start getting numb. A lot of my friends have had, you know, like, oh shit. I've had RSIs, including me. Hurt me more. I've never heard of getting no cyst on no wrist. I hate you so much, Star Wyvern. Seriously. I need these crits, man. This guy's such high defense. You gotta crit this dude. Bop him. Oh, the heal. We're at the full heal, man. Undoes all the damage I've done so far with that fight. They don't really know what causes them, but it's more common among actual athletes and gymnasts, huh? Huh. Well, maybe it comes from rubbing on the wrist. I mean, if you're an athlete and gymnast, maybe you rub on the wrist more. Yeah, maybe it comes from like an impact on the wrist. Like getting smacked in the wrist. I feel like my regen is faster now than it was. I feel like I'm getting my HP back real fast. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. A wrist cyst. Go away, dude. Oh, he's still alive? Oh, shit. He can kill me right now if I whiff. Regardless, I ain't gonna stop gaming unless it's the size of a golf ball, huh? Yeah, that sounds pretty frustrating in any case. Sorry to hear that, Raging Raven. I mean, wrist? I mean, what are you playing that's wrist, you know, intensive? I mean, you're not exactly a fucking gymnast. You know, gymnasts, they put a lot of pressure on their wrists. Like, what are you fucking doing? I mean, in Third Strike? Fight Stick? Oh, you really play Yun, huh? That could be. It's a Yang, Yun. Do, do, do. Let's heal up. Let's talk to my baby girl. How far are we? I'm getting bored. Oh, still so far away, dude. Oh, man. How cool is I can fucking check my EXP now using, you know, Gwayland's Love anywhere in the game now. It's pretty fun. I feel like this is slower leveling up than it was before. I'm getting a lot more EXP per fight, but I think these goddamn Star Wyverns are taking too long with their fucking heal more. If it was just, you know, nothing but dragons and shit, that'd be fine. Good EXP, pretty easy. But these fucking Star Wyverns, man, they're fucking... They heal themselves, it's really annoying. They says, you mean like a ganglion cyst? Yeah, that's what the doctor called it, huh? Ganglion cyst. Not just a regular cyst, that'd be too easy. This one's a ganglion. Know what I mean? Do, do, do. Oh, there's this guy. If I get a good lucky roll, I can kill him no problem. I just gotta hit him like 4 times in a row or something. Before he heals himself. Kill him! Oh, man. 16 damage. Do 20 damage, please. 19, pretty close. Do it again, 20 damage. Just kill him. Oh, he's still alive? Oh, he has so much fucking health, dog. Okay. I gotta heal now, dude. They're pretty benign, says Dix. Huh? Go away on their own pretty often. I hope so, Dix. I hope so. You ever hear of it getting worse when from, like, activity? I mean, if I freaking, you know, pump a lot of iron, am I gonna need a freaking ganglion cyst in my inner elbow? I don't understand this logic, the cyst logic. You fuck. I think he's actually programmed to, like, heal himself when he's at below a certain threshold. It's almost like, you know, I need like a hurt more to kill him. Like hit him 3 times and hit him with a hurt more. Kind of. We haven't really covered what causes them, but it seems to be from fluid leaking out of the joints. Oh, okay. So it is from, you know, using that joint a lot. I think I'm just gonna run from this fucking star wyverns. This is just not worth the time. So, dicking around with the wrist would make it worse, huh? Because it makes more fucking joint juice leak out? Sounds like some aliens to me, honestly. Sounds like maybe some aliens cause it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's the whole thing. Oh my god. You know what? Fuck this. Okay. What? Okay, I didn't get like a sound effect. It's because they're not worth it, dude. They just take way too long to fight. Leave me alone! Oh my god. This is programmed to be this way? That happened in Saga as well. Like, it seemed like when you run from an enemy, then you're guaranteed to fight them again and again and again and again until you kill them, or something. I have moments where it seems to pinch a nerve or something, and my movement in my hand gets really restricted and stiff, huh? Sounds maybe like an RSI to me. I had a good night, dude. Yeah, for sure I did. Anyway, let's see if I can buy some herbs. Herb me up before you go. That's it. I feel like it's taking longer grinding here than it did to grind in the other area, you know what I mean? It's just too many of these goddamn star wyverns. I think I need to have hurt more to kill them. I think they heal. If they're like below a certain threshold of health, they just heal themselves. And that heal's a full heal. They seem to have unlimited mana, too. I wonder if we could see if the dragon scales stack, huh? I wonder if we could see if the dragon scales stack. I mean, theoretically, we probably could, right? We just need to, you know, put one on and check the stats. What's the best color for a cat, huh? Best color for a cat is like brown, for sure. Why is it orange and cream? Orange cream is pretty good. That's like probably the second best for me. That's when it gets iffy raging. They can press on nerves and cause pain and allegedly permanent damage. Oh, really? If healthcare is free, I just see about getting it drained just because of the pain, huh? Dude, honestly, I'm going to give up on grinding here. I'm getting kind of salty. These star wyverns are like, they're really pissing me off. Do 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 do. They have a pretty good chance of blocking me when I try to run. They're a very constant threat. They're pretty much a really common enemy here. Maybe like the most common enemy. And they take too long to kill. My doctor just said to keep an eye on it. I'll do whatever he recommends. Huh? You'll take your doctor's advice over Dick Sucker's advice? I think I'm close to the end of the game, Raging Raven. I want to beat it by the end of Wednesday's stream. I don't really know. Yeah, you know what? It's not even worth the risk, honestly, of the Star Wyvern. I'm just gonna leave. So much health I got 30 health packs now. I hope not cool. Was it a cool hand? I hope not, dude. Yeah, the Knights and the Wraiths and shit give me like less EXP per kill. But the Star Wyverns is too annoying for me to actually make it worth this. It's supposed to be Raging Raven, but yeah, I think I saw the game that was like 16 hours long. We've played it now for this will be our 18th hour, I think, at the end of the stream. No, it'll be more like our 15th hour. So that seems probably about accurate, right? Triple the game time at a minimum. Dee 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 dee. I think before the end of the stream, we can actually probably go. We can go scope out, you know, the next dungeon, basically. If I can find a place where I can fight Magic Wyverns, but not, you know, like Star Wyverns, that'd be the best place to grind. These guys are no big deal. How much more EXP do I need? Dude, we're getting close, dude. Ayo, Kula, hey, there's Magic Slime. Cast hurt. See, this will run away. Last time I hit him fucking once and he ran away. Metal Slime, cool hand, it's that boy. Oh, he didn't even fucking take any damage that time. Jesus. Can't even do 1 damage. Oh my, you gotta get more defense or what? Is that true, Colin? Is it your first game in the series, really? What drew you to it, man? This guy ain't fucking running, dog. He ain't no fucking coward. He ain't no little fucking bitch. I need a crit. There he goes. What a fucking waste of time. Is that dude? Yeah, these guys are less EXP by quite a bit, but the Star Wyvern is just such a huge waste of resources, it's not even worth it. I need to have the better sword to tangle with the Star Wyverns, I feel. Or like a hurt more that only costs like fucking 8 MP or something. Do 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 do. So much work to do after the stream. I'm gonna just flake on it, to be honest. I just flake on it. The bulk of the work tonight is going to be preparing the YouTube post for our, you know, Tuesday Patreon post. I think I'm just going to knock it out. I'm just going to knock it out, dude. It was just because I love sandbox construction games, but the writing was way funnier and, like, real than I'm used to, or at least than I expected it to be. Really, give me some examples, cool. And what's some games you like in this genre? I mean, there's Minecraft. You like Terraria? What else do you like? Sandbox construction games, huh? Do 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 do. Kind of watch Walk in the Hills and have a higher encounter rate. I theorize sometimes that hills have higher encounter rate. After this level up, guys, we're gonna go and check out the next dungeon. I feel like a god. I feel like I'm unstoppable. I'm scared of shit right now. Least of all the police. Dee 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 dee. Minecraft Terraria, The Forest, Project Zomboid, Don't Starve, etc. Huh? I had no idea cool thing to do into that kind of shit that hard. So hard that you actually try a mainstream, you know, JRPG spin-off. Because you're like, man, I'm trying to play some fucking construction, dog. I'm trying to construct some shit, dog. How's that feeling in that game? So I watched my friends play Dragon Quest Builders 1 a lot, and 2 a little bit less. And in both games, I feel like the building seemed like not a thing, like at all. Like, you would never build anything. It seemed as though that game's progression was like, hey, build me this thing so I can advance the plot. And you're like, okay, well, I need this fucking material. Like, then go forth to that cave and find that material. But first, you will fight many foes. And you do, like, JRPG type stuff. You fucking go kill some bad guys, level up a few times. And then you can get the thing, come back home, and build this guy's fucking kitchen or whatever. Next thing you know, you're advancing. I didn't get the impression that you like actually build stuff creatively that much. For better or worse, right? I think that, you know, part of why that game is, you know, considered to be more focused on, like, Minecraft is that, unlike Minecraft, there actually is, like, you know, like an actual linear progression. That could be a good thing, because people complain that Minecraft is not enough, like, actual progression. But at the same time, I kind of feel like, maybe because of that, there's less, like, creativity. Say from the XYZ, but to do it a little bit creatively, huh? But do you ever, like, you know, in Minecraft, I like to build bases and shit, like, build a base and, you know, set things up, and I don't know, because it's non-linear, right? Like, Minecraft is it's like an open world, and I think Dragon Quest Monsters or Dragon Quest Warriors, I mean, Dragon Quest Builders really isn't, right? It's not that, it's not really open world, it's more like linear. You go from quest to quest to quest to quest to quest, building stuff for people. You wouldn't, like, just build a fort, you know what I mean? Build a fort and then fight off bad guys. Loop, 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 loop. Heal me more, dude. Oh my god. I'm fucking close to triple digits in my HP, right? I can get that enough level up, perhaps, huh? The non-linearity is why I prefer Don't Starve in Terraria, but honestly, clever writing can win me over. Yeah, well, typical JRPG type stuff, right? Fun little plot, fun characters, some motivation, some nice graphics as well. You know, JRPG type stuff, presentation and story. And the gameplay is there to keep you moving. Dee 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 dee. This game has a pretty nice graphic, honestly. Like, there are times where it looks really whack, but your eyes kind of adjust, right? Like, I think that by NES standards, this game's graphics are pretty, like, pretty low quality. But the colors and stuff, they sure are charming. And the sprites for the monsters are pretty cool, too. Oh, I'm so hungry, Raging Raven. Why'd you say that? Raven says they got spinach and Alfredo pizza? Oh my god. Spinach and Alfredo? Blows my mind that this Dragon Quest series has effectively been using the exact same enemies for like 20 years, yeah. I mean, the same everything, right? It's a very nostalgic, you know, nostalgia-focused franchise, and it's fair to be critical of that. It's fair to be critical of that. You know, even more than like fucking like Zelda and Mario and shit, Dragon Quest has the same music, the same sound effects, the same monsters, in some cases the same characters. It's very much focused on this idea of like, you know, like calling back. The game's all called back in a pretty big way. Heal me more. Cause like, man, Breath of the Wild removed a bunch of enemy variety, huh? By taking away enemies. I really enjoy spinach, chicken, bacon, onion, and black olive with Alfredo sauce. It isn't fair, and anyone who hates Dragon Quest XI can come fight me at Home Depot, huh? Let's do it. I hurt myself today. to see if I still feel. The metal slime focuses on the pain. There's a lot of good tools to fight with that Home Depot. That's true. That's true. Hey, we got him! Hey, look at all that XP. Only got 5 gold, though. Hey! Raven's like, see me in third strike. Yeah, I have not played any Dragon Quest games, aside from this one. So I cannot judge. What we got? 12 power! Oh, now we're talking. 13 HP! Oh, Kyosuke! Oh, 8 MP! Oh, Darien! Oh, my God. What a level up. What a level up. Alright, guys, let's go fucking beat the game. What a level up, dude. 10 more days, huh? I need to work on my sleep, huh? Aim for Frosty Faustings. How much do I got in the way of herbs? I got full herbs, huh? Alright. Alright. Oh, ginseng. Oh, what a level up, ginseng. Oh, my God. How much exp do I need? Go talk to the king, I guess, huh? He'll tell me. Let's speedrun strats, guys. Speedrun strats. Don't talk to Waylon if you're going to the castle anyway. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, so I still only need 3,000. Seems like that's the new cap. So that might be the highest it goes in this game. 3,000. So if we can, you know, grind better against those Star Wyverns, that'd be great, right? Let's go check out this whole Demon Lord Castle, you know, the Dragon Lord Castle and type stuff like that, right? Let's go do it up. Spell. Repel. The AAA digits now, dude? Triple digits MP and HP? Oh my god, that's so many digits, dude. Like, that's so many digits. I love it. Give me all the digits. Dee 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 dee. I can walk on the shit now. Oh, Erdrick's armor. Oh, it's so sick. Spell. I repel. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. So I got through my fucking repel. Perish. Oh, 44 damage. Oh, fuck Erdrick's sword, dog. Alright, we're going somewhere new now, guys. Finally. Jeez, oh, Pete's. Let's go scope out over here. It's a whole new world. It's a new fantastic place full of star wyverns.